Yeah, this is the wrap up phase. The final trek with Evil Within 2. So I was checking online about, you know, where Evil Within falls within the universe of horror. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. A lot of people like it, other people don't. Um, some people just straight out don't like it at all. Some people actually do like it a lot. So Evil Within kind of falls kind of right in between the horror genre section. Yeah, it get a lot of love. Um, but also from certain people who think it's like a Resident Evil type ripoff. Like it doesn't get love from them, but you could tell that those people don't really know anything. Um, they're just there for fun and there to enjoy um, an experience. And if they're not experiencing what it is that they like, they think it's goofy or silly. Like they start the game off, they play the game, they play the horror sections with regards to the bad guy, Stefanos, I believe his name was. And then as they're going throughout the story, they're seeing something with regards to tropes and stereotypes with regards to bad guys and stuff. And it was designed in the game to be that way. Like they were supposed to pivot from the original direction of Evil Within 1 to something that was supposed to be more Resident Evil like in Evil Within 2. So the fact that they didn't understand or people didn't understand that, like I always thought it was quite funny and kind of telling that their understanding of games was quite limited. Um, Not to mention the fact that they always compare things to like Resident Evil or other horror games, but they're not the people that sit inside of the office space saying this is what we want, this is what we want to give to the public. It never occurred to them that many game companies decide to go down the direction in wanting something to be same like other games. So from the direction of the Tango company, who made Evil Within 2, they were simply doing what they were told to do. Like where the direction they wanted to go might not be the same place they wanted to go. They might wanted to go a different direction, but Bethesda was the main person in charge. So it could have been a decision from Bethesda, or it could have been a decision from the higher ups. The grunts don't get to say, have a say. So when people are saying, the game is kind of silly and stuff, but like, listen, the grunts aren't the one that has to say. The people who have the real creative mind with regards to making things great, they're not the ones that have to say. Like when some certain games are real shitty, it's because everyone had a hand in it when it's completely bad. But when certain things are bad in the game, that's usually due to higher ups. Like if someone is doubling down and say this is the type of game I want to make. I don't care who you are and what you're saying, you know, then there's either there's two things with regards to that. That person could either lose their job or that person will have supporters to help them to accomplish their dream and their goals. And for a company like Tango back in the days, not many people know of them um, back then, and some of them still don't know about them now. Because all they hear about is Bethesda. Like when you hear Resident Evil, all you think about is Capcom. You're not thinking about the people who are actually developing the game. You're just hearing Capcom. So when I watch streamers and saying something about this game is this and game is that, I'd be like, y'all are pussy clots, all right? You've been pussy clots from the day you were born. Your children will probably turn out to be pussy clots as well. Wait, what the hell am I doing? And how I know this is because there's something called difference of opinion. That's great. But if you believe something is completely goofy and you believe everyone is stupid because you think something is goofy, and you didn't even get past the halfway point in the game, because but The game is supposed to sell you everything you want to see on your plate that you define that is horror, and you don't see it on your plate. But you're not a person that actually sitting down there critiquing everything. You're just on experience and you're talking a lot to your chat, but you're not actually critiquing things from drop shadows to rollovers towards intro videos to all the little nitty gritties because you feel that will take a lot of your time and you don't have to do that because why would you? Because you're a streamer and all that other bullshit. Be like, now how the fuck would you know what a good game is or not? Bird City. That's why a lot of people who aren't die-hard gamers, they're just in it not even to complete the game or anything. They just experience it. Be like, man, go fuck yourself, man. That's the way I see it. Like, get the fuck out of video game business. Just because you love video games and you make money off of it and off movies and all of this. I don't want to hear any of that shit about you've been loving video games since you were a kid. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Every single kid in their entire goddamn life from the moment a video game came into existence played fucking video games. You aren't special. You're just a person that decided to get on like other people who really loved it. It was just something that you used to kill the time when you were a fucking kid. And you remember the thing that you used to kill time when you were a kid and you started to make money out of doing it for a real world because you know people are going to watch that said thing for which you're into because they have kids and other people as well from other age ranges. But like, you motherfuckers aren't fooling nobody. Women that does it, men that do it, like I said it once. The reason why they hate popular streamers is like you could see right through them. Like, like they have on transparent freaking clothing and shit. Could see right through them. From the moment they create their channel and they were bitching about not getting enough subs and all that, and why you're watching my video but you don't like her, you don't join, but like you don't give a fuck about the game. Your mind's in something else. Like, yeah, I'm trying to make money. Like, exactly. Why don't you tell your freaking audience and all the people that join you? That's exactly what you're into. You know, I want to get paid from you watching me play this goddamn thing, so I could have a life of always having dough in my pockets from you watching me doing this while you're at your job struggling in your shit. But like, punk bitch, get a real fucking job or get real into the thing that you're into. Otherwise, I don't know, get wrecked or something. That goes for men and women. Punk ass motherfuckers. You and the shit stain that you Hollister came out of. And these people have women, these people have children too. Some of them have children too. And says well, everyone's right to their opinion, sure. But if you ain't gonna critique a game properly, it's because it ain't up to your par. And bitch please. So I'm gonna check out New Game Plus and I'm gonna see what it has. Today is my last go about for regards to this. Would it it won't let me pick any other modes except okay. Let's go back. Let's see what else. Letterbox. Sure, why not? Sneak mode indicator. Hide. Let's go letterbox. Okay. And if I go to New Game Plus, it won't allow me to play New Game Plus on any other mode other than casual. So in general, I have to beat the game on its ultimate mode. Let's check out. Continue. No, credits will just pop up. Okay. So this one is extremely just for fun. Even a single hit is deadly. This ultimate challenge is not for the faint of heart. Skill that directly prevent you from dying will not work while playing on this difficulty. Take care when choosing your skills. Man, well, let's see how Akuma goes. This is gonna be funny. But is that realistic though? I think I might ignore this. I mean, I know the game is not realistic at all, but even in a non-realistic game, getting hit from one enemy just once means death. That's like beyond non-realistic.
No. No, this is...
That's like beyond non-realistic. That's like I just want a challenge for a challenge's sake. Like so the weakest zombie will be able to kill me easy. That doesn't seem to be good at all. Let's try since this is the ultimate hardest mode. Basically, this is basically um, casual mode is like story mode, and survival mode is like normal mode. Or wait a minute, hold on. I believe, yeah, casual is like story mode, survival is like normal mode, nightmare is like very difficult mode, recommended for players who enjoy difficulty, and of course special modes for old school survival horror fans. There are no auto saves. The number of saves is limited in whether weapon, and neither weapons nor skills can be upgraded. Neither weapons or skills can be upgraded. Okay. Well, if neither weapons or skills can be upgraded. Yeah, see, this one makes sense. Classic makes sense. This is basically the the ultimate mode or hardcore mode in Resident Evil 2. That's what this is. Classic mode is hardcore mode Resident Evil 2. You get no auto saves. You can't upgrade weapons, so on and so forth. But this game goes in from further and give you one extra mode, something harder than hardcore mode in Resident Evil 2. It gives you Akuma mode. That's crazy, man. Even a single hit is deadly. It doesn't say a single hit kills you, but a single hit is deadly. So just one hit gets me into the red. So two hits means death, basically. You know what? Let me go with Akuma mode. See how that works. I'm definitely not going to play all of Akuma mode. It's just going to be me trying it out for today and today only. And then I'll hop on to Warframe tomorrow. Because I gotta wake up early to tomorrow. I gotta wake up early tomorrow for work, and
No.
after work I want to
No,
go
this
see
is
that
not
movie.
happening.
After that work, I want to see that movie Predator Badlands. So I know directly after I come off work, I'm gonna go straight to the movie theater and watch that movie. It's been a while since I've been to the theaters, and I believe Predator Badlands is the only film currently right now that's interesting to watch that recently came out. The last one that came out was Fantastic Four, and that was in July, I believe, July or August. But that was like 3 months ago. Yeah, July was like 3 months ago. So I've been waiting like a good 3 months for another good film to come out in the movie theaters.
Oh God, Lily!
I believe Predator Badlands might be that film. I could be wrong, but the last Predator movie did not disappoint me. Prey was good, so Predator Badlands might actually be good since it's made by the same guy who made Prey.
Damn it! Lily, I'm here! Where are you? Oh God, is she upstairs? How did this happen? I'm coming, Lily! Just hold on! I'm here, Lily! I'm here! Lily? Come on out! Lily!
I'm gonna skip most of this because I want to see what Akuma mode is like. So I'm gonna skip this. I know what this is all about.
You're awake. Good.
Yeah. Great. Where are we?
You're in one of our facilities.
So this is the almighty Mobius, huh?
Be careful about what you say. You don't know how powerful they are.
Right. So powerful they have to kidnap a washed-up ex-cop to help them.
At least your terrible sense of humor is still intact.
Enough of this bullshit. Where's Lily?
Patience. All your answers are right here.
The Beacon Mental Hospital incident was an unfortunate setback. But we used the knowledge gained to build a new and vastly improved STEM system.
What does this have to do with my daughter?
Imagine it. Millions of minds connected together. Happiness for one is happiness for all. This machine, this miracle, will allow our species to achieve greatness. We needed to start with a mind that was pure and clean enough to support thousands of personalities. The mind of an innocent child.
You connected Lily to that machine?
Your daughter is quite special. The most stable core candidate we've ever tested. Thanks to her, the new STEM has been a smashing success. Until recently.
A little over a week ago, Lily vanished. Just stopped sending signals. Then the STEM environment began to collapse. We thought it was just a technical glitch. An easy fix, so we sent a team of Mobius agents inside. But then we lost contact with them, and STEM went dark.
Think about this, Mr. Castellanos.
Okay, skipping by all this. I'm really intrigued by Akuma mode, because if it's that harder than hard code mode in Resident Evil 2, from what I could tell, I don't really need anyone's opinion to be able to tell that
Where am I?
every hit, or should I say, just one hit is deadly. Can already tell me that within 2 hits I'm dead. It makes it much harder than hardcore mode in Resident Evil.
I know it's hard to accept, Myra, but she's gone. Our little girl is gone.
No. I'll never accept it. If you won't help me, I'll find out the truth on my own.
What the hell is this place?
Detective, we've got a call.
All units 1199. Exploit cover code 3, Beacon Mental Hospital.
What the?
Hello? Sebastian, are you there?
Kidman? What? Lily drew this picture of me. It was burned up along with everything else in the house. My first commendation. Feels like another lifetime. I guess because it was. A cat? I don't ever remember owning a cat. Slide projector? Where did my memory dig this up? Elementary school? Kidman, you there?
Always.
Thanks, Kitty.
Straight up Akuma. Freaking Akuma. It can only save by terminals. Don't have a lot of ammo. Probably get 2 hits and die.
There are photos of a bunch of Mobius agents here. Hoffman. Psychology and surveillance. This one could be cagey. Baker. Team leader. He's the guy I should try to find first. Harrison. Combat specialist, huh? Hopefully he can take care of himself. O'Neill. They must not have been expecting trouble if they sent in all these technicians. Union, huh? Sykes. A tech, but at least he has some small arms training.
Damn, man. It's messed up.
Lily, your team.
It's messed up that every single one of these people that came in here, all of them are dead. And this dude, he's missing. He probably has it worse than all of them. Probably is sunk deeper, way deeper down into the stem system. But since at the end of the game, Myra basically destroyed the core, or she died with the core, means his ass is dead too. If he didn't get out, he might be the only person that got out. But it was what was it, like a 30% chance that the person could get out? It don't look so good for him.
A mirror. Just like Beacon. Should be a way out. Why couldn't my memory just make regular doors? Here we go again. Into the looking glass. Is this the right place? What the? What the hell? That's one of the search team. Baker. Someone tried to block the way out. Or in? Hey! Damn it! What's going on here?
What was that?
Shit. Who the hell was that? Just like the search team member. I gotta find a way out of here. trapped in here. Or maybe not. God damn it. What the hell is that thing? Well, I don't hear it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No! All right. What the fuck is going on here? And now where am I? Where were you when I needed you? Maybe this is the right place. Lily, I hope you're here. What did I get myself into? Kidman?
Sebastian, where have you been? We lost you.
I don't know. But it sure as hell wasn't a quaint little town. There's something bad happening in here, Kidman. Baker is dead. There's a killer running around in here, doing things that are... It's like Beacon all over again. What the fuck did you just send me into?
I don't know. We're in the dark out here. Baker was the team leader. If he's dead, that doesn't bode well for the rest of them. Keep searching around. The more info you gather, the more I'll be able to help you.
Yeah. Sure. worry, Sebastian. It's just a small, quiet town. Yeah. Too quiet. Hello? Hey! She had to have heard me. Better check. Oh, God. now? Mobius members. Some of them are still alive then. Damn. But those things are everywhere. Need to get in there and squeeze that guy for info. Hopefully that'll hold.
So you're not Mobius, but they sent you in here?
I'm looking for my...
Yeah, I'm done.
They can't...
Who's...
Look.
If you're asking, this is... But I detected some signals nearby that resonate at the core's frequency. We were trying to track them when we got attacked. Here, listen to this. It sounds like a little girl, right?
Quiet. Was that her?
I think so. No way to know.
How do I...
Once you're out, you'll probably... It wouldn't hurt.
No way.
Suit yourself.
Let's pair up our communicators. That way I can tell you if I find anything.
Yeah, okay.
So far, I'm not really threatened in Akuma
Takes the
mode
edge off.
because this is the first portion of the game, and since all I had to do was stealth, it's hard for anyone to actually do any heavy damage on me at the beginning of the game. So unlike Resident Evil 2, where you just throw Leon right in front of a bunch of zombies, but you can run by them. Here, you just have to stealth by them. I think that's the major difference between Evil Within franchise and Resident Evil franchise. Evil Within is more about stealth, whereas Resident Evil is not about stealth, and that's probably another reason why a lot of people don't like it that much, because they don't have the patience for stealth. To that I say, well, why the fuck are you trying to play horror games that has to do with stealth if you don't have the patience for stealth? Because some douchebag says that you'll get this million followers if you do this. Like, psst. Hey, that shows you even more the type of people they are. Five. 20. Craft. So let's see. I probably won't go beyond an hour for this. So it's coming up on the hour marker. So I'm going to see if I could get into a combat situation. But here's the thing. I'm not just going to randomly die just to die for dying's sake, because that's stupid. I'm going to die because I made a mistake, not because I want to die. And they give you less resources as well, so you really have to think about what you're going to put your resources into. So the logical thing is, since fighting the final boss Myra means you either use your pistol or use a sniper rifle, it's best to put because the sniper rifle makes it easy, it's best to put your points into the pistol and the sniper rifle, since shotguns don't do much against the final boss. So it's one or two things: sniper rifle or the bow and different parts of the bow. So my thing is probably to put your points into the sniper rifle and at least two things within the bow. One, the freeze, and two, the explosive. Because the game is going to give you harpoons nonetheless. So I believe freeze and explosive are the way to go. Because stun is just to stun enemies so that they can come after you. But then again, no, I think it's freeze, stun. Yeah, freeze and stun are the most important. So, yeah, freeze and stun. Like, if you have a lot of resources, I believe freeze and stun are the ones you want to put your points into, and not explosive. So the remainder will go into sniper rifle and your pistol. So you really don't need to put a lot of points into the shotgun unless you're dealing with crowds of enemies, which you're probably not going to deal with a lot of that all the time. But you are. There are going to be some sections where you have to have a shotgun. So I believe everything you have on you, pistol, shotgun, even the bow, I think the bow you have to invest most of the points into. It's either the bow or the pistol. You invest most of the points into, and everything else you half-ass. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm gonna do. Like when I need to level something up, it's gonna be the first thing. Um, since the most powerful weapon in your arsenal is probably going to be your sniper rifle for long range and your double barrel shotgun for close range. Those two powerful weapons. Or I believe, here's what I think. I think it's the sniper rifle, the bow, and the pistol. That's it. I think you could deal with the shotgun. You would kind of even it out. But I've been playing with the shotgun, and the shotgun seems to end enemies off pretty swiftly. So the investment with regards to fighting the final boss in Akuma mode might be the pistol, the shotgun, and the sniper rifle. And the freeze and electricity, and nothing else. No investments with regards to anything else. So, smoke bomb, explosive bomb, probably not. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do in Akuma mode. But since today is the last day I'm gonna play this, this game is going to be played on some other time, some other period in the near future.
What the? Who was that? Let me out of here!
Detective Castellanos. What a pleasant surprise. Welcome back.
You again?
I could even... You look tired, Detective. I can help you get back in shape. Just like before.
Okay. Let's see if I can find this signal he mentioned.
The one thing I don't like about this game, and is the reason why I would say, as a general thing, with subtracting points from this game, is transition through doors. He opens the doors, he closes the doors, and then the camera movement shifts with regards to it. So it gives you a nauseating feeling when he makes turns and stuff, which is bad.
Looks pretty far away, but it's the only lead I've got. God, I hope it's Lily. If it keeps breaking apart like this, there won't be any Union to search. I gotta try to find that signal.
So for me, I gave the game like a 9.5, but I subtract 5 points from the 9.5 for several reasons. One, the story is not that great, but I subtract 2 points for the story not being that great, not a full point. Two, the switching through doors and stuff, moving from back and forth through doors, give you that nauseating feeling. Three, the lights blinding you sometimes, and that's bad. And then the last one is, um, I guess it could be any random thing that I might have missed, but those are the 5 things. It could be the time it takes for him to parkour. It could be the fact that you cannot jump over certain things. I don't remember what the fifth one was, but that was the general rule of thumb for a reason why I had it personally at a 9.5. Because one, the story wasn't that good, the general story, not the personal journey, so I had to subtract 2 points for that. Then the use of lights, and sometimes the lights were blinding in this game, I subtracted points for that. Then the fact that when he walks through doors, it was nauseating sometimes just to walk through a door and close the door. and all of a sudden the camera shifts. And then one other final thing, I don't remember what it was, but it had probably something to do with movement and stuff. Oh yeah, that Castellanos was out of breath and stuff. But I didn't take a full point off for that. I took a half point because that has to do with his gauge and stamina system. But it was something else. But then I came to realize, well, not everyone's going to feel the same way I do. Some people are going to be frustrated about a lot of things. So I took an entire full point away from the game. So not only did I take my 5 points away from the game, I took another additional points away from the game as well, which would bring the game down to like an 8.5 or 8.4. So even no matter how you look at it, if you take an entire point away from the game because you don't like the story itself, you think the story is shit, and take an entire point from the game, that would bring the game down from a 10 to a 9. And if you take like those 5 points off from the game, like I said, for those reasons, additional reasons such as lighting, such as opening and closing doors, and other things with regards to what I just said, maybe parkouring, and maybe every now and again some bugs, or maybe the asinine thing about characters being stuck into Union and they have no real purpose in the Union other than to be cannon fodder. You know, those five. That's probably was the fifth thing. Like they were just thrown into the game to be killed off. That was probably the fifth thing. So if you take a full point away from the game for a story, and then you take those 5 points off, lighting, walking through door, characters, and those side characters having no purpose, um, Sebastian's stamina, and of course, maybe something with regards to uh, his overall purpose in the story, which would be 5 things. You add those 5 things to that full 1 point off for the story, it would still get the game down to about 8.5. And if you wanted to like take 2 points away even further with regards to his personal journey through the story, not the overall story, and take 2 points away from that, you would still get the game down to like a 8.3. You know, so the game wouldn't fall below the 8. So the way I see it is this game, from a critical point of view, is slightly below Last of Us because I gave Last of Us a 9.2 for the overall package. 9.2. It barely scratched the surface, and then I got it to about drop it down to about a 9.1. And then I said in the video, overall, The Last of Us 1 is a 9. That's what I said, that game is a 9. So if Evil Within is lesser than a game than that, it would only be like 5 points, 5 or 6 points below that game, which means it'll still be a good game, a very good game, because it will still be in the 8 range, the 8.4, 8.5, 8.3, and 3. It doesn't matter how you look at it, it's still, in my opinion, a great game because it's not as detailed as that game, its story is not as great as that game, and of course the animation and everything, the vegetation, is not as great as that game because this was made by a studio called Tango, which was a low budget company. So you have to realize, people, there's a lot of stupid people in the world, they don't realize this. Like when you have a low budget, you can't do the things you want to do. When Neil, whatever the hell his name was, for the Last of Us, when he had his budget for his first game, he had a hell of a lot more budget than the people who made the first Evil Within and Evil Within 2 combined together when he made his game. Plus, he didn't have no bigwigs looking over his shoulder deciding the fate of his game. Like in Bethesda was looking over the shoulder of Tango the whole time. A lot of people don't care about that stuff. They only give a shit about what they think, what they see. Like, that's why I don't respect a lot of, I keep saying it over and over again. I do not respect a lot of popular streamers. I don't respect a lot of people who aren't even popular streamers, just regular Joes. If you're not going to do the research, if you're not going to be a research and be critique about every single aspect of the game, from the damn lights right here to him whipping out the gun, how fast it takes for him to whip out the gun, to him crouching, how long it takes for him to crouching, to his running, you know, to shadows and stuff that are on places like on flags and lights, to the damn freaking flies. If you're not willing to go that far, then you have no right to call a game goofy or bird game or anything like that. That's why I do not listen to anyone, especially no matter how many followers they have, or they have one follower at all. If they just have one follower, if they have no subs, I don't listen to anyone whether they have billions of people or one, if they're unwilling to look at the devils in the details. I always say fuck them and the horse they rode in on, because I know I'm right. And I think they know that I'm right too. But they don't care about that money. I don't give a shit about the so-called game they love. So this is Akuma mode, and I'm going to play this for about until I die. The first death will mean me turning off the game, because today is the last day of The Evil Within 2. And the only reason I'm playing Akuma mode, I want to see how many scratches it will take for me to die. Would it take one scratch or two scratch? How much noise will it take for me to make? Yup, that's one noise, and it lowered them. I'm not going to try to get killed, but if I get killed, and it is what it is. So classic mode is equal to Resident Evil 2 hardcore mode, which is the hardest mode. And Akuma mode, I believe, is a tad bit harder than that, because each hit is deadly in here. So I believe one hit gets you into the red and another hit kills you. there you, there you have it. Akuma mode in a nutshell. One axe throw. So one axe throw equals death. So what about scratches? If they scratch you once, does one scratch equal death? If one scratch equals death, then Akuma mode is definitely no joke. Like, you cannot play Akuma mode. Oh shit. One axe throw is automatic death. That's a one-shot kill right there. Holy shit. So yeah, The Evil Within 3, critically critiquing the game, is like an 8.3. For me, it's a 9.5. I don't expect anyone to have my score because I'm doing it specifically because I like this game. But realistically, I know the actual true point of the game is like an 8.3, 8.4. Anyone who has this game in the sevens probably is dislike horror games that has to do with stealth. And I said it before, the reason why a lot of people probably don't like this game is because it has stealth in it. Whereas Resident Evil, there's no stealth. There's only some stealth, but it's not mostly stealth. Like even Resident Evil 4 is more stealthy than Resident Evil 2. But you can't even consider Resident Evil 4 a stealth game. Here in Evil Within, it truly is stealth. It's like mixing. Like I said, I'm not going to force myself to get killed, but if I do get killed from anything other than Astro, that's when I'll stop the game. Like if I
Barrel's
Barrel's
get two
toast.
scratches or something like
The
that.
rest of it looks okay. Need to find some parts to fix it.
Because I need to know how truly powerful Akuma mode is from the weakest of zombies. But if the game stops or it lags too much, that's fine. Today was just the final wrap up anyway. So after today, come November 9th, is Final Fantasy VI. Something more Christmassy and definitely 10 times longer. All Final Fantasy games are ridiculously long. So that game is probably going to be finished in February of 2026, knowing how long it is. So with context, because I know people who are probably going to watch this video just to skip past the beginning. Akuma mode basically means every hit is deadly, and you can only save at save portals. You cannot save. Um, there's no auto save. So when it says saving, it's only saving the resources itself. It's not auto saving where you last stand. So that the moment it save this right here, it's not going to save me standing by this. It's only going to save that. So there's no auto saves. You can only find location to save at, and every hit is deadly. And of course, you get minimal resources. So classic mode gives you even less resources. Akuma mode gives you even more less resources. So 3 times less the resources than the hardest mode. So you cannot waste resources. If you shoot one regular zombie like more than 3 times, then you're wasting bullets. You gotta aim for those headshots. But if you panic, then you might shoot more than 3 times, or even more than 2 times. Okay, I think I'll stop it here. I think I'll stop it here because I think this is where I might die. In fact, I'm 90% sure I'm going to die here.
Hello? Are you okay?
Oh shit. Um, yes, Akuma mode is there's no such thing as you get a first hit and you go into critical. There's just one hit. You take one hit and you're dead. Holy shit balls. It's basically every enemy one shots you. Holy fuck, man. No, I'm in the good, but I ain't that good. Hell, I don't think I'm even close to being that good. That's some expert level shit. Let's try it again. Just one more time. Just for funsies. See, it's one freaking hit and you're done. Holy shit. Nope. I'm sorry. No, Akuma Boy is too much for me, man. Hell no. This will be like a person rage quitting every single day. Like if a person gets past Akuma mode and beats the final boss of this game, I'm gonna give that person props times 10. Like, holy shit, you know how good you have to be to beat Akuma mode? Just one hit kills you. My God, you have to be expert level 10. All right, so that's it for me playing Evil Within 2. I believe the highest level I would ever play is on classic, not Akuma mode. I believe Akuma is for super experts, not just experts. I believe experts will get their ass kicked too. I believe you would have to be a super Evil Within expert to beat Akuma mode. In fact, you might have to be like god level expert to beat Akuma mode. Like I was thinking, like this might Akuma mode might not be harder than Dante Must Die mode or Resident Evil 2 hardcore mode. Nope. This is harder than both those modes. I don't think it's harder than Devil May Cry Heaven and Hell mode. I think the same thing applies to Heaven and Hell mode. One hit and you're dead. But I think, yeah, I think this and Dante's Heaven and Hell mode are the hardest mode I've ever played in the game. One hit, you have to beat the game without taking a hit or reach the next save point, save at a manual terminal before you get a one hit. Like, hell no. Yeah, this is definitely harder than any Resident Evil game. Hands down. No bullshit. Alright, so that's it for this video. I'm done. And that's the 7 days. The 7 days of playing Resident Evil, Evil Within 2. So 7 days Halloween thing is finally done. And November 9th is Final Fantasy 6.